Hey everybody, this is Olga with AskYourSoul.org, and today I have another quick soul message for you guys. So this is just something you really need to hear right now. And if you're here, I trust that this message is going to be for you. So go ahead and pick card 1, card 2, or card 3. And if you need to pause this video, please go ahead and do that now, because here we go. Card 1. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. To me, this card is all about being fearless and realizing that fear should not stop you from doing something that you actually want to do. It can actually be a driving force, because when you're afraid to do something, most of the time, that's exactly what you need to do. It's like somewhere deep inside you recognize, like your soul recognizes that this is the direction that you need to take, but usually something about the situation is so out of your comfort zone that's what creates the fear. It's like, as humans, we are usually afraid of anything that's new to us, something that we haven't tried before. Like, some people are totally fine with that, but most people, myself included, I get very anxious about stuff because I'm like, I don't know what to expect. Like, this is provoking anxiety. But most of the time, like, you can convert that fear into a sense of excitement. It's actually a very similar energy if you think about it. Just the way that you feel, it's like jittery and you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So like, if you feel like this is something that you need to do, but it's provoking a sense of fear in you, please try to convert that feeling of fear into a feeling of excitement, and just tell yourself that I'm actually excited about doing this. I'm just like, this is so new and uncomfortable that it seems scary, but it's really not. I'm sure it's really not, and I'm sure that it's going to be just fine. And another thing that hugely helps me when I'm kind of like really anxious about something, I try to always, and this actually falls under manifesting too. And I've been doing this way before I even found out like manifesting, conscious manifesting exists. So this is just you imagining the end outcome, kind of thinking about the following day after you have done whatever it is that you want to do, and just thinking to yourself, oh man, I'm so glad like this is over and I already did this. This is great. Just that sense of peace that comes with having accomplished whatever it is that you wanted to accomplish and were afraid to do. So that's kind of my advice for you if there's anything that's provoking fear in your life right now and you feel like you have to do it, but you're kind of like hesitant because you're feeling anxious and uneasy. But just remember that the more you step towards your fear and actually overcome whatever it is that you're afraid of, the stronger mentally you become. And it's going to be that much easier next time if you ever have to do anything that provokes fear. At least somewhere like in your psyche, you will know, I've done this before, or I've done something similar before, even though I was really afraid, and I was fine. It turned out fine. So that's when it's going to be really helpful for you, because you're going to realize, okay, well, that means I can probably do this again, even if it's something different. Yeah, okay. So number 2, well, actually, I'll leave this out like this. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So this card also tells me that you're on the path of soul evolution, as I like to call it, because maybe you're becoming more open towards like spiritually related ideas that you weren't as close to accepting before. Or maybe you are just progressing, like you already are comfortable with spirituality and you're learning more and more and more, and you're kind of diving deeper into it, and your soul is kind of guiding you to keep doing that or to start doing that. And there's something on this path that you really need in order to be fulfilled. There's something on this path that's like really important for you. Maybe you don't even consciously realize it right now, but it's like you are really evolving and growing spiritually, and you're finding out all kinds of interesting stuff that resonates with you, and you're kind of like diving deeper into becoming a more spiritually aware person. So something on this path is really, really important for your soul growth, because if you're listening to this right now and if it resonates, that's a clear sign that you're on the right path you need to keep learning, you need to keep exploring, you need to keep going, even if some of it feels uncomfortable, even if some of it feels weird or even scary. But clearly there's something there for you to know and use. And all you can really do is approach it with a sense of curiosity, and just be open minded towards the information that you receive, because I am a strong believer that you wouldn't be hearing this right now if it wasn't actually for you and if it wasn't something that you really needed to hear. So that was my intention when I pulled these cards, and that's really how, I just think that everything works like that in the universe. We kind of resonate with certain people or things or videos or whatever, and this is what comes into our life to make us more aware of who we are, why we're here, what do we need to do. So as long as you're paying attention to that, I think you're going to be just fine. And I think that this path is really important for you in your life. So, okay. And now let's do number 3. Oh, it says courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And it's interesting that we come upon the word fear again, as we did with the first card. This is all about tuning into the courage within that you do have. Maybe you haven't used a lot of it lately, but it's definitely there. It's definitely something that you can tap into if you really need to. And whatever fear this is, like, actually this card gives me so much positive energy of having overcome your fear. You know what I mean? It's like you have exactly what it takes to overcome whatever fear you have right now. And like I was saying with the first card, it's all about stepping out of your comfort zone. And once you do, you will realize that A, it wasn't even that scary to begin with, and B, you did just fine. Like, chances are, most of the time, 99.9%, you will be fine if you face your fear, and if you feel like this is an important fear to face, right? Like, it's not just some pointless, stupid shit that you don't need to actually do. But this is something that's important for your growth, and if that's how you feel, then you absolutely have everything you need in order to do this and to step into this fear, to overcome it, to progress and learn from it. And that also means that next time you have to face something that provokes fear in you, it's going to be that much easier for you. So don't be afraid to do what you really want to do, to be who you really are, and see what happens. Because even if there are some struggles around that, and even if it takes some time to get to where you want to be, at least you will be in that general direction versus being stagnant. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, if there's something you really want to try and you kind of feel deep inside that that's the right thing for you, this is your sign to really give it a chance, to really give it a try, and to really believe in yourself that you can actually do it. Because I have a feeling that if there's something you really want to do, then there's a reason why it resonates with you, and that also means that chances are you can absolutely do it. You have it in you to make it happen. So, okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you guys enjoyed these messages, please consider liking and subscribing this video. That would mean a lot to me, and please check out my website at askyoursoul.org. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.